Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Angel and today I'm going to be showing you my 3 favorite quick and easy healthy meals. Okay, so the very first thing that I'm going to be making is a yogurt parfait. It's usually like my go-to breakfast meal unless I'm having like some sort of toast. A lot of times I like to have like avocado toast or tomato and like hummus on toast. That's like definitely my go-to, but if I'm craving something sweeter, then this is what I'll have. So I don't measure anything. I don't do like grams or oh, use this many tablespoons or whatever. Like I don't really do that unless it's just because I want it to taste a certain way. I don't like look into calories all that often because I know how much I personally should be eating, like give or take, I don't know, like 100 to 200 calories. So yeah, this is just based on like how I like it. You could add or take away anything to make it customized to like what you prefer. So first off, I'm going to be using this Riviera coconut yogurt. I like to usually take, I don't know, maybe 4 big tablespoons of it. Usually about this much. Yeah, just 4 big tablespoons. And then this is like my yogurt hack. When I mix honey and this apple pie spice together, I promise you it tastes so freaking good because this is just regular like coconut milk yogurt. I don't even know if this is. It's plain coconut yogurt, so there's no like added sweetness to it. So when I add honey, fruit, and apple pie spice, it tastes so freaking good, like so good. And the apple pie spice isn't even that like expensive, so yeah. So first I'll take this banana. I know a lot of people get triggered by like bananas that have spots on them, but I honestly don't care that much. I'll just take it and chop it up to, not like that. I'll take it and chop it up into the bowl. I'll usually use the whole banana too because I get pretty hungry in the morning. Now I will put in some granola. I'm not really picky with granola as long as it doesn't have dairy in it. So right now I'll be using this one. And again, I kind of like eyeball it to like the amount that I prefer. So just put in as much granola as you'd like. Then I will add in frozen blueberries. I love berries, strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, blackberries. I love all types of berries. So frozen blueberries are like, these are so freaking good in this. Then I will put in maybe like a tablespoon of peanut butter. That's kind of like a tablespoon. I don't know, maybe a little more. But yeah, that's about how much I usually put in. Then I'll put on some honey. This is the type of honey I'm using, by the way. Not that it matters. I mean, I don't really think the type of honey you use makes it like better or whatever. Yeah, I put a lot of honey. I like my stuff sweet. Honey's good for you. Put in as much as you like. On top of that, I will put some of the apple pie spice. So it looks like this so far. And I'll kind of just put this over like literally everything just because I like it so much. It has cinnamon, nutmeg, and clove. I know some people might not like this. If you don't like clove or nutmeg, you could definitely just put in cinnamon by itself, which is what I used to do. Then I bought this at the store because I was making pumpkin pie for Thanksgiving. And ever since then, like I've had this big thing left over. So I've been trying it out with different things and I love it with this. So on top of all of this, you do not have to, but I like to put vegan protein powder. The one that I usually use just for this one is the Beam vegan protein and blueberry muffin. I feel like it goes well with like the yogurt. It mixes in pretty well and I already have blueberries in it, so it just like enhances that flavor. I usually take like half a scoop and I like sprinkle it on top. So yeah, this will not look pretty. Like, you know those people that are like, oh my gosh, like this is so aesthetic. Like this is not one of those. Or at least not the way that I make it. It doesn't look cute. Like I don't even really want to show it to you guys. When I mix it all up, I promise you it looks so much better. But right now, it just looks like powder with fruit. Which like, I know that's not aesthetically pleasing, but it tastes good. And really, I feel like that's what matters most. Once you mix it up, it kind of looks like a mess, not gonna lie, but it tastes really freaking good. Like, this is also super filling. That looks not good, but I promise you, it tastes really, really, really good. If you try it out, you will not be disappointed. I mean, this is probably like the equivalent of like everyone else's yogurt parfait, like give or take a couple ingredients, but yeah, it's super yummy. Maybe I should try it on camera so that you guys don't think I make it and don't eat it. I swear I eat it though. That's like my favorite sweet breakfast. I can get down with oatmeal too. I know a lot of people can't, but I can get down with oatmeal. But I can like super get down with this parfait. But yeah, okay, so I'm gonna set this aside. I will be eating it, but I'm probably gonna get someone else to help me eat all this food because I'm making things like all at once. It will get eaten. It's not gonna go to waste. If you know me, you know that I never let food go to waste. I eat like every last bit of it. That's just how I've always been, like ever since I was little. So the next thing that I'm gonna be making is a burrito wrap kind of thing. It's all plant-based. That's what I prefer. I'm using plant-based chicken tender type things. They look like this. They're by Smart Life, or no, Light Life, sorry. But if you prefer regular chicken, just use that. Okay, so the very first thing you need is these whole wheat tortillas. If you prefer white tortilla wrap things, then you can use that. I just like whole wheat. I usually just have one, but if you want to, do you, boo-boo, like that's fine. So to start, I love to spread on some avocado. That's like my favorite thing ever, is putting avocado in a wrap or in a burrito, just because I feel like it makes it super creamy. Yeah, so I'm gonna use like half of this avocado and set the other half aside. Also, I see so many people who like chop up their avocado before they put it onto something or before they like put it into a salad, but like you could literally just squeeze it out. Like it comes out of this like outer layer thing so easily if you just like squeeze it in the middle, which is like what I'm doing right now. You literally just squeeze it like this. Look, the entire inner portion, so like the meat of the avocado, just pops right out. Like I feel like that's just a better way to do it, and then you could just like so easily just like chop it up like this. It's so soft. Like avocados are super like creamy and soft, so you could just chop it up after, you know? But I don't know, do it however you like. That's just a little tip. Yeah, I'll use usually like half an avocado. And then I like taking hummus. I usually have garlic or like onion hummus because I feel like it tastes way better, but this is just regular like hummus, like classic hummus. So I take, I don't know, is that like a little more than a tablespoon or maybe 2 tablespoons, and I'll just like smear it on like that. And then I will take some bell pepper. This has already been washed and everything by my lovely mother. Bless her soul. She always without fail will wash all the vegetables in the fridge. Same with my stepdad. Bless him too. The thing about me is that like I'll buy a bunch of like vegetables and fruit and then I'll forget about them because I didn't wash them. Like they'll just be like in the plastic bag that I bought them in, and I'll leave them in like the vegetable like drawer or the fruit drawer of my fridge and just forget them. I know that's so bad, but like I need to work on that obviously. I just forget, like I forget that I bought that fruit because it's still in the drawer and it's not like in containers yet. So yeah, my mom without fail will always like find everything in the fruit or like veggie drawer and like wash it and put it out, and I'll be like, oh my gosh, yeah, I freaking bought that like 3 days ago. Like I almost forgot about it. A lot of people don't like peppers, which is fine. I personally don't like peppers if they're cooked. I guess it depends how they're cooked. Like if they're like sauteed and stuff, I sometimes will like them, but I just feel like the flavor of the pepper changes as you cook it. So sometimes I'll like it and sometimes I really won't. But if it's raw like this, I'll eat it. So after this, I'll take a little bit of mayo. If you don't like peppers, you could use lettuce or like a salad mix and just put that into the wrap. I'll take like, I don't know, is this like a tablespoon? If you can't tell, I always like things saucy. Like I hate when a wrap is like super dry or just doesn't have any sauces. Like that's not really my cup of tea. So now, this is cooked asparagus. You do not have to do this step. This is like a very extra step. Like I'm doing this because I like asparagus, but like I said, any sort of veggies that you like, you can put in this wrap and use them as you wish. One of the final steps is to take the chicken tenders and just kind of chop them up and then place them inside the wrap. So I'm just gonna do that. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of this Thai coconut sesame dressing by Drew's. I'm pretty sure you can find this at Whole Foods. And I'll just kind of put this over the entire wrap. That was a lot. And the very final step, this is optional because if you don't like things spicy, obviously you don't need to do this step. But I freaking love pickled hot pepper rings. Pickled hot pepper rings go good on everything. Like I will eat them with like a rice dish, with a sandwich, with a wrap, avocado toast. I'll put them on top of that. Just everything, as long as it's supposed to be savory. I do not eat this with like sweet foods. If I can open it. Oh my gosh. Okay. Don't do what I just did. But yeah, so I'll take a fork and just kind of take out a few of these. And just place them on top. I know this wrap is like freaking huge, but like this is like a whole meal, like you know what I mean? This, my friends, is the finished wrap. Look at her, she's thick. Okay, like this will leave me full for probably a couple hours, at least 3 hours, you know? But knowing me, I'll probably munch on a little something like frozen grapes, some ice cream. Speaking of ice cream, well, let me give you a closer look first. You know, look at her. Look at her. Cute, colorful, nutritious, delicious. Try it out. You know, sub some things in, sub some things out. Is that a thing? Sub out? Sub out. Yes, I think. Try it out. Let me know if you like it. If you don't have any of the ingredients, or not any, but some of the ingredients, that's fine. Use what you have. And yeah, I hope you guys like this one. But as I was saying, speaking of ice cream, I just want to, I know this is like a healthy meal ideas, but I just had to add this in, okay? I have to. This ice cream, oh my goodness. I know that I've been raving about like different types of ice creams lately, but this one is it. This one is it. For like, this is above all other ice creams in my opinion, okay? This ice cream, oh, she's dairy free. First of all, but that does not take away from the flavor, okay? Cashew base, so delicious, okay? So delicious. Cinnamon cookie dough, non-dairy, frozen dessert. Just a minute of silence. Okay, so I cannot even begin to explain the flavor. The flavor is just phenomenal. Oh my gosh, I just cannot. Think about like a churro or like Cinnabon. I'm sure many of you have tried Cinnabon. Snickerdoodles, all those are like this. Okay, that I just can't even speak anymore. I've bought this ice cream for at least 3 different people to tell them to like, not tell them, make them try it. I'm like, no, like you have to try it. I'll buy it for you. And you know, well, one of them didn't actually tell me if they like it or not, but the other 2 were like, yes, you are correct. Correctamundo. If you're in Ontario, I think they have Loblaws across Canada, right? I don't know. If you're in Ontario, Loblaws. Or if you're around the world, Whole Foods. Or I'm pretty sure, you know, since it's like non-dairy and like trendy and whatever, you'll probably find it at like a bunch of like healthy type stores, you know? So look around, search online. I'm sure you can find it near you. You need to try her. You have to. She, immaculate. Immaculate. 10 out of 10. 11 out of 10. 12 out of 10. Okay, I think you get it now. So we've made it to the final healthy meal that I'm gonna share with you guys today, and that is pasta. For this recipe, I'm going to be using Gardein beefless ground. I'm gonna be putting this into the tomato sauce, whole garlic and sweet basil marinara sauce. And then, I know you guys might not like this, or some of you may not, but I always usually put like a little bit of like margarine or like plant-based butter into my pasta. I feel like it just makes it taste better. So I'm gonna be using this. It's just basil. When I make these videos, I'm like, wait, do they have this everywhere? Like, I'm pretty sure they have basil in the States. My family in the States uses like, I can't believe it's not butter. They use that. So like, I never see this in their house, but you'll find something. And oh my gosh, okay, so I came across this pasta. It's not actually pasta, but it's like pasta. I came across this like, I wanna say like 6 months ago, and ever since then, I've loved it. It's this. It's basically like a type of mushroom that they cut into pasta shapes. It's super low calorie and, you know, just I feel like healthier because it's, you know, made out of, listen, I might be wrong. It says konjac, Konjac, konjac root. So that's this. It basically, it tastes like nothing. So if you're scared of trying it out because you're like, oh my gosh, it might have like a weird flavor, I promise you it doesn't. It just takes on the flavor of whatever type of sauce you put it into. And then finally, I know this might be a little bit weird, but I put soy milk into my pasta sauce, at least with this dish, just because I feel like it makes it creamier. This soy milk I got from like the Asian market, but you could just get like Silk or whatever type of soy milk you want. Or you could use regular milk if you're into that. I'm not, just because I'm lactose intolerant and I prefer not to consume dairy, but yeah, you could use regular milk too. To start, I'm just going to put the sauce into this pan right here, and then I will take a little dollop of this margarine to kind of make it like creamier and more rich. And then I'll put a little bit of this soy milk. It's unsweetened, by the way. I only use unsweetened soy milk in like pasta sauces. So I'll let this heat up a little bit, and then I'm gonna add in the meatless or the beefless ground from Gardein, and then I'll mix this pasta in. A really great thing about this pasta actually is that you don't need to cook it. Like, you literally just run water through it to kind of loosen up the little pasta strands, and then you just throw it into whatever sauce you have heated up, and it's like ready to eat. So super convenient, super like easy to make. A lot of people were mentioning like, oh my gosh, please do meals that you can like make within like 15-20 minutes or less. And so this is it. That's why I thought about this pasta, because one, it tastes good because it just takes on whatever flavor you're putting it in, and two, it doesn't even need to be cooked. So win-win, you know what I'm saying? I'm also just gonna add a little bit of olive oil to this sauce. The sauce is ready, so I'm just going to rinse these noodles and throw them into the sauce. Okay, so it's done cooking now. So I'm just gonna plate it and then I'll show it to you guys. Okay, so this is the final product. I don't want to tip it over too much because then it'll come out, but it tastes amazing. The consistency of the noodles is kind of like, I want to say like fresh udon noodles, if you've ever tried those. So I personally like them. I know that some people won't. If you don't like them, you could just use regular spaghetti noodles. Like, it's not a big deal. I just thought that I would share these noodles with you guys just so that you know of them if you want to try them out. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.